Hey guys, Urbanized Dreams here with a new video, and we're doing a video on Jada Toys again. Got a new little change up here, and before I start, we got some initial D cards up there. But anyways, yeah, so this I never did an in-depth video on, and I decided to do it because I have these 164 Jada initial D cards in the blister packages, but I also have them out of the blister packages, and I figured this would be cool for somebody that wants to see them opened and sealed. So let's go ahead. There were 6 releases. This is the only company that I know of that did all 6 original cards from stage 1, so aka season 1, and then they also did season 2 from the Evo. There's been other companies now slowly doing other releases, like Eno is doing it for 164, but I'm not sure if they done all of these yet. I know they done like the 86 and the EG6, but they haven't done like the sil-eighty and stuff like that. From what I know, I don't know. Maybe they have. And actually, just now that I remember, this is still actually missing one car, and that's the red Civic. For some reason, they still decided to do the Evo 3 from season 2 instead of the red Civic. I'm not exactly sure why. Anyways, this is what the blister packaging looks like for initial D. There was actually 2 versions. There was a version like this with the cars angled, and then there was a different release where the cars were vertical, so they were sitting like this, completely straight, and the blister was a little bit more narrower. I'm not really sure why, but these look better with the angle. So you can kind of see it here, and then what it looks like inside. Let me maybe zoom in. What it looks like inside the car, and then the back, showing you kind of the all the cars available. And then this is the Canadian version, so it has French on it too, but the American version will just have the English text. And for anybody wondering, because sometimes people actually wonder, these used to retail for, and I remember exactly, $3.92 plus tax in Canada, so $3.92 Canadian. And then Toys R Us used to sell them for $4.99, so $5 Canadian. So for anybody, and nowadays they're pretty expensive. Nowadays they go for like $40 each, easy. So yeah, so that's the 86, and put that here, and then the actual car if you ever decide to take it out. So how do we get this? There we go. So it's good detail. I think these are really nice. This is die cast, so it's very nice quality. Let's see if this zooms in. It wants to focus on something else. I wonder if I put this here. Would this help? A little bit on the back. I like how this camera zooms into my hand more than the actual model. Come on! Okay. There we go. So yeah, nice detail. And then the, oh, now it focuses really nice. Okay. So yeah, and then while the camera is actually kind of set nicely, I'm going to show you all the cards opened, because the camera's nicely adjusted. So the sil-eighty, very nice. I'm still waiting for a company to release all of these in 118, because I collect 118 primarily now, and it's so annoying because I had the initial D from Jada, but then I got rid of those when AutoArt did their releases, but then Kyosho came out and they did their release with the FC instead of the R32, so I was like, oh, okay, Kyosho's gonna release all models, so I sold the AutoArt, but then Kyosho only ended up doing the 86, the RX-7, and the what's it called, FC, FD, and the AE86, and yeah, it's just really annoying how that no company's done actually like all of them in 118 to match, so it kind of sucks. Oh, and by the way, this is kind of what the underbody looks like. I forgot to show. They're all the same basically, but it's a nice detail. And the tires are rubber, and they can be removed if you so incline, like the actual rubber. Can they? Actually, no, maybe not. No, you can't. Never mind. You cannot remove it, but it is rubber. And you know, for back in the day, the detail on this is very nice, because nowadays you have to pay like, you know, which is like $40 USD for this kind of quality. But I'm not into 164s anymore. So very nice. And last but not least, the Evo 3, which unfortunately Jada never did this in 124 scale for any line, not for the Import Racer, not for the Option D. They only did it exclusively in 164, only for Initial D, which kind of sucks, because this is a very nice, cool looking car. So yeah, that's that. And I'll quickly now, because I just wanted to do that, I will quickly now just show you the blisters. So this is what the sil-eighty looks like inside. Very nice. The R32. And the cool thing too is, if you've noticed, there's a little picture here. So it'll tell you like who the driver is, and the Japanese name and the English name, because in the Tokyo Pop version they changed the English name. Not sure why, but yeah. And then the RX-7 FD in the blister pack. And the RX-7 FC. And these blister packs are really nice, you know, like they're very nice for displaying, and they're very heavy duty and everything, so it's nice. And then the Evo 3. And lastly is I have this. I'll show you what this is in a second, but it's a cool little ad here just to show you the Initial D stuff. Sorry, the Jada Toys was really cool back then, when they were the only company really to have this license in North America. Because I think in Japan, I think it was Tomiko or something, they had the license, but Jada was kind of amazing for what they were doing with the Initial D cars. And back then, like even auto art wasn't that amazing. Like it was amazing compared to Jada in that era, but if you look at auto art from this era, like auto art was kind of like compared to what it is now. So for what the money you were getting, this was really good quality. So now you guys are wondering, what is this? So this is this came with the collector's edition of Initial D Tokyo Pop DVD collection. So basically it was like included in the limited edition set, an extra little Initial D card thing, and I'll open it up here. So yeah, it's pretty rare. I mean, they sell for on eBay, I've been seeing recently, for like $60 to $80 for these. And yeah, mine are sealed still, but basically it's the 86 R32 and the FD, and it does have like the tires and stuff, but it's unpainted. So it's just kind of cool just to see the pre-paint stage and how like the spoilers were plastic, so they're black plastic. But yeah, just a cool little thing, thought I'd show it. But yeah, that's really it for the Jadas. Very cool, and I'll see what I do with these in the future. I've had somebody show interest in wanting to buy these, but I'm still debating, because ideally I would like to keep these and figure out a way to display them, because I've switched my locations to just like a very smaller focused collection. But I'll just show you these real quick, just because it's the Initial D theme video. But I got the Kyosho A86. The Tofu box is actually from Auto Art, and then the FD and the FC. So anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and all the best. Peace.